Well, hello, it's Mark Lanier with your video thought for the day. Well, this week is Bird Week. And yeah, maybe it's just a flight of fancy that I've got, but I was emailed and people wondered whether I was thinking this through or whether I was just winging it. That's better, I guess, than an email that might insinuate I'm a bird brain. But not trying to feather my nest, I think instead of continuing with these bird puns, I should just migrate to the text that I wanted to talk to you about today. There's an interesting set of passages in the Old Testament. This is in the Law of Moses. And you find it actually in Leviticus chapter 11, but you also find it in Deuteronomy chapter 14. And in those places, the law is setting out what birds are clean and which birds are unclean. In other words, which birds can be a part of the faithful Israelites' diet and which ones should not be eaten. You may say, well, what does this have to do with me? I don't try to keep kosher, and besides, who's gone to the grocery store and seen available in the not produce, it would be in the meat section, a cut up owl or something like that. Well, I think the importance actually goes beyond simply what they were eating into maybe some of the meaning behind what they were eating. And that's what I want you to think about with me today. So let me give you the passage out of Leviticus. No, I'll go to Deuteronomy. Let me give you the Deuteronomy 14 passage. In Deuteronomy 14, the Israelites were instructed, you may eat all clean birds, but the ones that you shall not eat, and then it lists them, the eagle, the bearded vulture or the black vulture, the kite, the falcon of every kind, raven of every kind, the ostrich, the night hawk, the seagull, the hawk of any kind, the little owl and the short-eared owl, the barn owl, the tawny owl, the carrion vulture, and the cormorant, the stork, the heron of any kind, the hoopoe, and the bat. These are not to be eaten because these are unclean. Well, now we're not certain how to translate all of those words. There are over 300 bird species in Israel's area, and there are really a whole lot of them that are these types of carrion-eating birds. But what I find interesting here in the text itself, and also in some halakhic interpretations of the text, is what all of these birds that are unclean have in common. And the two things that single out to me is, number one, they tear the flesh when they eat it. And number two, they eat the flesh and the blood together. These are meat-eating, blood-eating, flesh-tearing birds. They're unclean. And I would suggest to you that we not only consider that as a dietary issue, but that we consider that as a lifestyle issue. Neither you nor I want to live an unclean life, and I would suggest that neither you nor I need to be people who tear at others' flesh and who devour other people for our own good. Yes, I'm talking people here, but it's in this sense. In fact, the word that's translated as ostrich is actually two Hebrew words. It's a bot, ha, because it's got the in there. So it'd be bat hayana. It's pretty close to it anyway. Let me look it up. This is important. Yeah, bat hayana. What it means is a daughter of greed. You and I do not need to be devouring other people. James in the New Testament, the brother of Jesus, would write that our words themselves can rip people apart and destroy people. Think about today, how you use your words, how you use your opportunities, not to devour people, not to rip them apart, but to build them up. And in doing that, you will have captured the essence of this video thought for the day. Don't do that, and you might as well just chicken out. Oh no, I won't return to the puns. That's your video thought for the day.